Hi guys, it's Cameron here from CryptoCam. I'd like to talk today specifically about ICOs, initial coin offerings, and basically how to invest and how to make money. Um, Now, this is not advice, it's just basically everything I do. I trade on my own, so I'm not offering any investment advice or anything like that. But I just wanted to share my personal thoughts and experiences of trading the markets over 20 years. Now, one thing I can say about the initial coin offerings and how they differ from IPOs, initial public offerings in the public markets, is the ICOs are unregulated. They're just unregulated markets. They're just there's no regulation. It's pretty much the wild wild west of investing. Whereas IPOs, they have to go through many channels and basically, they are definitely regulated um, by the SEC. And but even so, they can be risky investments too. But usually, um, there's a lot more venture capital money involved, and they're backed up by a lot of wealthy and well-known investors that have the opportunity to actually get in, at the very early stages and profit on the IPO. Now that's kind of what is happening with the ICOs, except the only big difference is the average investor can actually invest in the ICO at the very beginning to profit from them. But what a lot of people are not realizing is that when they're investing in these ICOs, um, they're pretty much investing in something that is not regulated. Um, there's no proof that there will ever be a market or they'll ever make a profit. Um, and basically, you're just handing your money over to a group of people, a company, in the hopes that something might happen and you might make money. I mean, these things could just shut down. They could close down and say, hey, it didn't work out, but thanks for the money. And the tokens could go to zero. But I think from seeing what's happened in the ICO market, it's just become a feeding frenzy. And people are just trying to get in on the coin offerings. Um, and there's been bottlenecks and things like that happening. And I think the best way to approach it is just to take the wait and see attitude. Now, a prime example of that is Banco. Banco raised $150 plus million in their ICO. It's been the biggest, most profitable ICO so far. I think no money has been raised as fast as Banco did. Um, and of course that large amount of money too, it was just astronomical in the time and how much money they raised. And I was trying to get in on it and it didn't work out, so I actually did buy it after the ICO came out. So as you can see, Bancor is trading at about 347 right now. Now if you got in on the initial ICO, I believe it was trading at about close to $4. But now, as you can see, it's dropped. So this is where it's basically becomes very tricky. It's a question of, do I just join the feeding frenzy and get in there, or shall I just wait and see what happens? Well, I can clearly see that it's always best just to wait and see what happens, because now you can pick up the Bancor tokens a lot cheaper than you could in the ICO. So as far as my investing philosophy is, as far an ICOs go, I would definitely wait and see how they perform once they start trading on the exchanges. So this one's currently trading on Bittrex for $3.48. So is that a good time to buy? Even now it's down a bit? Maybe. You can always wait and see how it pans out in the next few days and buy into it then. But the point is, when these ICOs come out, don't join the feeding frenzy. Wait till it actually starts trading on the exchanges and just see how it performs. You can see they had a 24-hour low of 314. So as you can see, in this case, it would have been good to wait. Now, there's a lot of ICOs coming up. One of the top ones, Trezor, is coming up soon. And that one looks like it's going to be a pretty big one. But I would just wait and see what happens. Don't join the frenzy. Don't get overexcited and put your money into something where you could potentially lose it. And also, another important thing is always do your due diligence. Always research each company out thoroughly. Look at their team. Look and see like if they have any body as far as endorsing them. You know, somebody well known, maybe Microsoft or somebody from Silicon Valley that's well known, venture capitalist firms, that kind of thing, and just kind of see what they're doing and if it's going to be something viable. But like I said, a lot of these ICOs may never make a profit. So it's just like being back in the late 90s during the internet boom. So just be careful. Just pick your tokens wisely and carefully. And just do a lot of due diligence before you buy into them. And once again, you never put more money in it as you can afford to lose, because there's always a potential that you could lose everything. So, you know, don't bet the farm, basically. But as you can see, Bancor's trading at, let's see, 351, almost 352 now. So, you know, let's see how it goes. It could go up, it could go down. But all these ICOs here, all very volatile. Huge price swings. So before you buy any of them, just do your due diligence, look into what is what, and make sure you invest wisely. There's a lot of interesting ones, and there's a lot of ones that I would call dogs. And then just make a decision from there on, and then, you know, if you're a trader, trade it. If you're not a trader, you know, find something and invest for the long term. I'm trying to just do things for the long term. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that watches my new channel. I'm pretty new to this, and you know, please subscribe to my channel. I'll bring you more videos out, and we're going to talk about a lot of other things as well, including BitConnect and what I feel about that. I've actually joined BitConnect, so there is a link below. You can join. So with my referral code, it seems to be paying a good percentage every day. Compounding daily is the way to make money. I'm just going to look into it further, but you know, and then put a video out and a review of it. But you know, like I said, you never invest more money than you can afford to safely lose. Always keep in mind, you know, you could lose everything. But appreciate that. Subscribe below. Thank you very much for watching this video again. I appreciate it. Bye for now.